guys, so I thought, as I'm going to be away for a little while, if you haven't seen my previous video, I'm actually going backpacking around Southeast Asia and Australia for a little while, so there's not going to be any like live content on like long form. I'm going to be keeping my TikTok up to date. I'm going to try and upload to shorts as much as I can, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to edit my like long vlogs until I'm home. So I kind of wanted to do this thing where I speak through what we're going to be up to once we've left those countries, and then when I come back and after the vlogs are all up and everything, I can kind of give you feedback on those things, and also, I don't know, like kind of like help you maybe be like yeah, I would recommend doing that, or maybe go with a different company and stuff like that. So I just thought this would be really interesting if you're planning your trip to these countries. So I thought maybe it'd be helpful for helping you plan as well, because I know there's so much information out there which is so good, but it can be a little bit overwhelming. So we're going to start with Vietnam. So this can be like a little bit of a series. I hope you're all excited for the Vietnam vlogs. I'm going to be really excited to like watch everything back and like everything like this. I obviously haven't left yet when I'm filming this, and I'm literally so excited. So yeah, we're going to go through what I'm going to do in Vietnam, and then yeah, hopefully this helps. So a couple of things I've found out about Vietnam to start with is there's actually withdrawals apparently with TP Bank, and that does not charge, which obviously is really good, because in a lot of these countries when you take your cash out, you actually have to pay for that, so that's really good. You also can use Grab to get around, so hopefully that'll be really easy. I think as well we're going to try and get like bicycles and stuff and ride around quite a lot of places like Ninh Bình too. So the first place we actually go to is Sapa. So of course one of the main things to do in Sapa is the Phan Xip Han Mountains. You go up, I didn't actually realise until I looked into this, you have to get like a train from the city centre. Yeah, so you can book, most people book their tickets through Klook, it sounds like, and they look at about £28, so quite expensive actually. And then you get a train from Sapa station, so I'm just reading this off my phone. And then you go get a cable car, and then you hike the rest, or you can get another cable car. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So we're definitely going to try and do that. There's also a thing called Moana Sapa, which is like good photo opportunities. We're going to go to the Cat Cat village and the local waterfalls, and maybe do like trekking as well. I know you can do trekking with like your homestays or your hostels, and we're actually staying in a homestay, and we've got a private room, which is going to be really nice. There's also like a glass bridge called Cloud Dragon Glass Bridge, which looks really cool. Again, you can book that through Klook. And there's a really good cafe called Bayer Tracking, with a great view of the funicular, so which is where you get the train to the mountain. So yeah, that should be really cool. There's also an alpine coaster here, so might even do that. But yeah, they're all the things we're looking at for Sapa. After Sapa, we then go to Hanoi. We've got a very brief stay in Hanoi, but we'll probably do like Note Cafe, One Pillar Pagoda, all those sort of things, and obviously Train Street. But I know that the south is a lot quieter. Sometimes the police don't let you come in from the north unless you've got a booking with one of the cafes. So always try and enter from the south apparently. There's also loads of stuff, like there's a puppet show which we've looked at, the Women's Museum, which I'd really like to do, and obviously Ho Chi Minh's Mausoleum. I have seen on that you need to be covered, so make sure if you're doing that you need to have no shoulders and knees out, and also you can't take your phones or cameras in, so maybe factor that in as well. So yeah. We are then doing the Hai Giang Loop. So we're actually doing the Hai Giang Loop with Buffalo Hostel. So I'm really excited about that. We're doing the 4-day one, and I think we're just staying in hostels. We didn't actually specify, so imagine we are. We went with Buffalo because they had really good veggie and vegan options, and we've got a veggie. I'm veggie, and one of the people I'm going with is vegan. And also they offered protective equipment like arm guards and knee guards and things like that. And obviously helmets. So we just wanted to make sure, especially where we're all like mid-20s, we wanted to maybe be not with like super young people. So I don't know, hopefully that's worked out well. Also, a lot of people told me not to use bong or mamas. So yeah. Then after there we go to Cat Ba, which I'm so excited. We've decided to do Cat Ba rather than Hai Long Bay, because people have told me that it's not actually as nice there anymore because of like the tourism and like rubbish and stuff like that. So in Cat Ba we want to try and do the national park, and hike to the top of that. We're going to try and go to Trang Trang Cave, and do a boat trip as well. We're only there for one night, so it's going to be a little bit tight. There's also a place called Paradise Cave, which I've written down apparently for like good food, music, and it's like a pool inside a cave. And our hotel has a pool there as well actually, so nice. Then we're going to what I think is going to be one of my favourite places, which we're going to Ninh Bình. So we're staying in a homestay here as well, and we've got our own pool, so that's going to be really nice. I really want to go to the lily pad lake. Like I love lily pads and I love frogs, so like that's gonna be a bit of me. Here we're gonna hire bikes, do the buffalo cave, there's a bird garden which I thought looked really cool, and the Trang An boat tour, and most people seem to do route 3, so I'm not sure what route we'll do, and yeah, lots of chill time I think in Ninh Bình. Then we're going to go to another one which I think is going to be one of my faves, which is Hoi An, and we're actually staying in a hostel that has a hostel on the waterfront and in the old town, so you can spend time at both, which I think is really cool. I really wanted to get tailored clothing. Obviously I'm thinking about getting a little waistcoat and trousers, maybe, because I'm really tall, so like trousers never fit me, but I also think a pair of linen trousers would be so nice to have them like fit me to my feet and not my ankles, because I always have my ankles out. I also think a dress would be cute though, or like a two-piece like top and skirt. So yeah, probably gonna end up quite a lot of tailored clothes. I also want to do when we make our own rings and do our own pottery. Also might get a tattoo here. I feel like I'm gonna get one, and I've seen a nice, really good artist in Hoi An. We also obviously want to do the cooking classes, the lantern making and the coconut boats. And we also might do a day trip to Da Nang, which is like a city nearby, and we want to do the Bunna Hills Park, which is where the golden bridge is with a hand. If you've seen it, this will make sense too. And they have like a massive pop mart there as well, and if you know me, I've been loving my Labubus and my Sonnies, so yeah, that'll be really cool. We're then actually going to Munai, and we have one night here to do the sand dunes, which is going to be really cool, and we haven't actually booked it yet, but I've been looking at Johnny's tours for that. And then we go to Ho Chi Minh, which I'm so excited about. Like I've literally wanted to go to Vietnam since I was about 10, and it was because I'd learned about the Vietnam War at school and I wanted to learn like even more about it. So I'm really interested to learn about all of that stuff in Ho Chi Minh and go to the Chi Chi tunnels and stuff like that. Also there's like some other stuff. There's like Oasis Cafe, which looks really cute, and there's like fish nearby. I think it looks really cool. And like markets, there's a book street. There's also a telephone bar where it's like secret and you enter through like a red telephone box, which I think looks really cool. And yeah, the Chi Chi tunnels is what I'm mainly excited about there. And yeah, so that's all the places we're going to in Vietnam. I actually can't believe I'm going to Vietnam. Like it's probably like quite a big in fact it is a very big bucket place for me, and obviously when this video goes out I would have already been. So yeah, a little bit crazy, and I hope you're excited for the vlogs when they do come out, probably later in the year. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching this, and I hope this maybe helps you think about like your itinerary and like maybe places you want to go in Vietnam. We're doing north to south obviously, and I know a lot of people do south to north, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.